Anyway, let's go. Hey, look, my Card Kingdom logo just popped up, so that's a good time to say welcome to another ranked Throne of Eldraine draft. We're doing another one this Friday. We're at least going to get it started here. I might have to finish it off the air, so this may be a partial draft for you, those on YouTube. Take a look down at the title, and if this is not all of the games, you'll know in the title, and you can decide if that's a deal breaker for you, but we're at least going to draft and get going. And before we do, though, I'm going to thank my sponsor, Card Kingdom, again. Card Kingdom are purveyors of physical tabletop Magic gear, everything you could hope for, want, need to optimize your tabletop game is waiting for you at cardkingdom.com, but you should check it out through my affiliate link down below in the panels. That's great for my stream when you do that. And anytime you're thinking of making a physical Magic purchase, you'll do right by yourself to at least include Card Kingdom in your considerations. Obviously, we're all going to find the best deals and shop accordingly. But as long as you keep Card Kingdom in your rotation, you're going to be super happy, because when they have the best deal, you're going to love the service, the timeliness of the shipping, and getting exactly what you're expecting out of your purchase. So I really value Card Kingdom as a card reseller, and if you check them out, I think you will too. Thanks, Card Kingdom. Jumping back in. Jay is going to be on later. Yep. All right. We got a castle for the rare draft, and we have 4 of those, so it would be some gems right away. Mad Ratter is a sweet build around. But in a deck I haven't been super happy with, actually, the blue-white. If we were already in red-blue, sorry, blue-white, I'm in red-blue. If we were already in red-blue, like this were pack 2 when we were in red-blue, Mad Ratter is the type of card I would take over a rare for gems, actually, because it's an engine card for an entire deck archetype. But it is effectively a gold card, and we don't know what we're doing yet, so I'm going to do my usual and start on gems. Millions, yes, Dionysus, you nailed it. Millions. So, Savvy Hunter, turn into a pumpkin is a nice single color card. Savvy Hunter actually could end up turning our first pick into a playable. There's Witch Stalker that's just single color, but Hunter is a beast. Love me the Hunter. So, probably just going to take the Hunter here. I don't see any card. Like, turn into a pumpkin is close, but Hunter is just too good. The castle is good because it's worth 20 gems to us right off the bat. Here's another Ratter. It would be a really different direction. If we take the Ratter, we're setting up for a possible alternate path for our draft, whereas we could just take a Curious Pair or a Rosethorn Acolyte and stay down the Savvy Hunter. Boy, you're all up to pack 1, pick 3 Broom, huh? I mean, I guess these will both wheel. Brooms don't always wheel. We found that they don't always wheel. And yeah, the draw 2 archetype has just not been working for me is the thing. Yeah, Broom is decent in the food deck. That's where you want it. We generally pack 1, pick 1 the rare, because you don't know what color you're in, and it's 20 gems right out of the gate. So this was a gem pick. Here, I'll stop confusing people with it. We'll just move it. We'll move it there. East, do you want to see what once? The Broom work? All right. Well, I'll take. If people seem interested in the Broom, we can go for it. It does go in the food deck. And look, we have another Hunter. Sweet. All right. Guess what we are? Here we have a Mireleaf Rider or a Curious Pair. What do you think is more important for the deck between these two? Looks like mostly people want the pair, some support for the rider. When you're in the food deck, I really like a rider, but yeah, let's let's take it. It's pair. I just wanted to see what people thought, but I think we do want to pick some of these up. But let's take Curious Pair. And here's another, and it's better than anything else we've got going on for our deck. Really want to get some witches to be chucking food. I really don't like the Eye Collector. Maybe it's playable in the kind of the mill deck, but I almost want Appetite or just a generic 6. I don't think I want Dummy here. I think we take Appetite with all the food, and we try to get better green 6-drops, you know. Here's a Rider we can grab. I like it better than Giant Opportunity, although if we get a bunch of Curious Pairs, we can manage a turn 3 7/7. You want to try that? Just so high risk. Like, I'm going to take the Rider. I know some of you want this, but we're in a format where one of the key cards in the Arena Draft format right now is Run Away Together. Let me tell you, too risky. Let's just take a solid 2. Return to Nature again, I think I like over even this Profit. I really want to find something green and big, not colorless and big. We'll put Return to Nature in the board for now, but it's main deckable. Well, I'll leave it in the main for now, but you know, we'll see. Gingerbread is food. But we could also just Memory Theft. Note that we have gotten like no good black beyond the Hunters. I did, Dionysus. I read your article. It felt a quick aside for Dionysus. It feels like you have 2 articles there. I would go for a short, clickbaity 8 ways to get tidying. You know, like the articles that really attract with the numbers in the title, you know, because it seems like you have the how to get going with tidying and then how to keep tidying that you could maybe split up, but I enjoyed it. Thank you for that share. I don't think we're going to be mono green. We'd run a little bit of black for the Savvy Hunters, even if we ended up heavy black from here. All this is pretty meh. Yeah, I'll take a Brute, but I don't think we're happy with any of that stuff. Halberd on a Brute's not the worst. We'll take that. None of the let's see, we had a Pair and a Rosethorn that I was hoping would wheel. They did not, but we can get maybe aggro here. Yeah, we could spec the Mom as well. And yeah, I did. There was some things in there, Dionysus, that some approaches to tidying that I hadn't thought of before. Guide Mother always comes around this late. It doesn't necessarily mean it's a signal. It just means this is how the bots have been valuing Guide Mother. But sure, we can spec on Guide Mother. We already have 1 Appetite. Not going to play that. Best of 1. Spyglass, we could take for the gems. Nothing good in green here. We could take Revenge of Ravens, but it's not even really what an aggressive green deck cares about. If we were more defensive, I would want the Revenge, but this just isn't what we're really doing. We don't really care about this with where we're headed. So I'm going to take the gems. Let's see, do we have... Curious how many we have. Yeah, we have 4 of these. This will be worth some. Yeah, Casket's okay on spec too, but I don't think... I'm not looking to be... Ooh, here we go. Now we got some decisions to make. We got a Lucky Clover that we could start really pouring out the food tokens. Keeper of Fables is incredible, but Bake into a Pie is straight up removal. I think you can make an argument for Fables, especially since we're pretty light on black. We could even maybe get away from black entirely. So let's pull this on Pie versus Fables. Curious where chat lands on this one. I think I am on, well, Rider. Man, we're actually low on creatures. I guess Ginger Brute does the keeper thing. Yeah, we had a pretty good Clover deck. We've run Clover successfully a couple of times. If I try any of those techniques, Dionysus, I'll be sure to let you know. Here we're going to take Foulmire Knight and keep our toe dipped in black. We could take Golden Egg, but I think Foulmire is good enough to snag here. Again, not much for us, so we'll take a Reaper. Another Foulmire. We also have a Witch Stalker. This is an interesting pick. Also the Egg. What do you think of this one? We got Egg, Stalker, and Knight. Really no 4s yet at all. I'm going to go with Witch Stalker. I think it's a little bit more where we want to be here. Feeling pretty savvy today. Another Witch Stalker. I think I like Witch Stalker over the Noble. Let's see what we got going at 2. We got the Curious Pair, the Rider, the Broom. Yeah, I think we can forsake Noble for another Stalker. I don't think we need Noble for Sorcerer's Broom. We're going to produce so much food that Sorcerer's Broom has plenty of action. But we're heavy green and light on 4s, so I'm just taking another Stalker. Tree Folk seems nice here. Giant Skewer helps. But maybe it's kind of almost win more. I guess we can take it. Like, I don't want the Squire, so sure. Tracker. Rather just have the Elf Druid here. Golden Egg, not bad for this spot. Look at that. I guess we're in the right place. Cottage is never going to be played. We're trying to be light black here. Either we're going to take a second Appetite or this Squire. Squire doesn't do too much, but might slot in. I'm going to take the Squire. Some just okay removal. More tall. Dionysus, I'm drafting. I gave you feedback, and it was a good article, and I thank you for it. I don't know what else you want from me right now, though. I got to figure out my picks. Oathsworn Knight looks good. Let me get into the draft view. Kind of just want to do Oathsworn, although it's heavy black, right? I guess we should stick with our... Man, I'd love to get one of these back, but we're going to go all in on Hunters. Beanstalk Giant seems good. There is some removal, though. We don't really... We passed on Bake. So this is another one, like... This is super powerful. But Reef Soul, maybe what we need. Once in Future, also good. Ooh, this is tough. All right, I think it's Giant or Soul and not Once in Future. It could be Once in Future, though. Even there's Carriage as well. Boy, this is a tough one. I'm going to pull this because there's a lot of options. I'm going to do 3. We're going to do Giant, Once, and Reeve. I don't think we need the Carriage. It's a fine way to start early, but now we should figure out what we need most for our deck. All right, yeah, it's a good point that Beanstalk helps us with the whole plan of light black. Well, at the end of the game, there's usually plenty of things to get back with Once and Future that you're happy about. But we'll take the Giant. I'll go with Chat on this one. Even take, we're so heavy green, we could take Ranger, and it wouldn't be the worst. Could also take a Noble here, though. We got a couple of pair. Yeah, I think I'm going to take Ranger. Give Ranger a shot. Another Ravens. Could add a couple of those, but again, I don't think it is really what mattered to us. We can take a... I don't mind having a Spider. Banner is interesting. Yeah, we're not a Ravens deck, so I think it's Banner, Spider, or Egg. But we may be heavy enough black that this is actually a Banner deck. Sorry, heavy enough green is what I mean. I mean, basically all of our creatures are green. I think this Spider wheels. I'm going to banner it. I think this could be a good spot for a banner in our near mono deck. This is weak sauce. Take another halberd, weapon rack. All this is whatever. We have Foulmire Knight. We have Marrowleaf Riders and Knight. I'm just looking at knights that can get. Yeah, are we ever playing a 3/2 for Menace for 4 though? We're not adamanting it. We could take weapon rack and not play that. I guess I'll take the Paladin. Maybe not. It's just in there for now. I mean, we already have one. I don't think I want a second. And it's true we have Tree Folk. We have Tree Folk and Giant as our big end. That's kind of what I was hoping, that we get big end from green. We don't want it from colorless. I'm gonna take this and throw it in the board. I don't think we're playing it. Yeah, we washed out pretty quick with that mill deck, actually. Green is absent from the pack entirely. We'll take something on color. All right, here's a Once and Future, but here's also an opportunity for a Spider if we want to be sure we get a Spider. I'm inclined to try and wheel the other Spider, but maybe I'm being greedy. All right. I think we get the Spider back coming up here. Take another Skewer, but that doesn't seem right. I'll take a Squire on maybe. Fell the Pheasant. That can help with flyers if we don't get the Spider. Might main deck that absent the Spider wheel. We got the Spider back. Same pick again. This time we will take the Spider, though. Look at this wheel. Woo! Pair or Tree Folk? Let's take a look at what we got. Might just want another Tree Folk. Pair helps us draw a bunch of cards with Hunter, though. Yeah, we got a lot of 2s. Let's go ahead and take the Tree Folk. I like that observation. Another Spider. Now I kind of wish I had 2 Once and Futures. I don't think we need Ginger Brute. I'm not into the Ginger Brute. We're probably going to cut the one we have. $40 on the gems. Lot to cut here. Lot to cut. 22.9 is where we're at. Maybe cut a pheasant, fell the pheasant. This counts as food that can be sacked to the hunter, so we can get extra. Yeah, I guess we cut insatiable appetite. Maybe even this squire. Where does that put us? 21.7. I think we just get, yeah, rid of both of those. I don't like, I'm just trying to be proactive. We could cut like the skewer and run the appetite. Oh, sorry, let me get out of your way. Here we're going to look only at what is relevant. Yeah, we don't have removal, which is a good argument for reconsidering the appetite. Maybe we can cut the egg. And yeah, funeral is just weak sauce, right? This we kind of look at things more like this. Our curve is more like this. Well, I know. I mean, it's the Ace of Egg deck. It's yeah. We'll play the green castle. Good call. Oh, sorry, it's right there. I'm gonna cut this ranger. Maybe it is kind of weak. Yeah, I suppose we can cut one spider. That's fair. We just want some defense there. What about? Yeah, I don't know what the ranger just feels off plan a bit. Like tapping to give your creatures +1/+1 is nice when your creatures are like 2/2s, but we're trying to make big stuff where we don't really need the where the +1/+1 isn't doing it for us. We're just trying to bash through with big stuff. So I think I like starting here. And let's adjust this mana. We have between the egg and the beanstalk giant, and the acolyte, we have 3 forms of fixing for black already in the deck, which means I think we can go down pretty low. I think we want to go lower than 7. Let's do this first. We'll do like this. It's at least this, if not more. 11/6 minimum. I mean, maximum black is 6. I don't consider this an early drop. We're gonna play this on 3. We're gonna draw a card and then play it on 4. It's not a big deal. Yeah, I think we go to 5. I think you're right. I think it's a 5 situation. It's a good hunter pun. How about that? A little American political joke. Gingerbrewed is great. I don't know about great. There's controversy surrounding former Vice President Biden's son, Hunter, but the controversy is largely manufactured by the opposition. I mean, we can talk generally about how political families profit from their service, but anyway, let's not. It's true that we do have a ton of hunters that we want to make sure we drop on 3. But 5, 6, 7, 8, or sorry, well, we could name black here. We probably don't want to. I feel like we have, with 8 sources though, although egg and egg is just a one-time source. All right, we can go 11-6. That's fair. We really want those hunters. It's a close one, though. One of the reasons I'm okay with this swap is that we did take out... We took out the ranger. So... Although, nah, this is a 3 CMC source, but we can use the seasonal ritual to make this... not a three mana source. You know what I mean? Like we can cast a hunter on 3 via Acolyte is my point. All right. Let's get back to the battlefield view. Let's update the record. Surely, what's going on with this sub? I guess it's not reset. All right. Back in, trying again. Kind of just aggro green. Sad we didn't get any of those paladins, the 5-drop adamant green. 5/5 can't be blocked by 2 or less power is pretty nice for an aggro green effort. All right. Yeah, maybe I should cut the skewer for something. I don't know what this is in for. Why do we like this over some of the options we cut? What up, Griffin Slayer? Trying to figure out what's going on with my sub and bit info. I don't know. All right. I'll worry about that later. What's the return? I don't know what return we're talking about. But yeah, we might want to play Funeral. The trouble is, we're not self-milling or anything. Like, it's... Funeral's so bad. Oh yeah, Return to Nature. Thank you, Nantuko. Testing the bits, but that's the thing. I don't know why my bits display isn't working. I'll have to figure that out later. Always the technical issues. We could play the Broom, but I'm going to play Pair as it makes Oppo use the Gingerbrute activation if they want to keep getting in early there. Came up on screen, but I'm saying my overlay on the bottom isn't showing that you are the last person to bid. Somewhat of the decision to cut Return to Nature, first, like, cutting sideboardish cards is always mentally easy on you, you know what I mean? Like, it's it's just a sideboard card, but also we're trying to be fairly aggressive, and I think when you're trying to be aggressive, you want to the sideboardish cards lose some value. I don't know why they're doing Gingerbrute and Secret Keeper. That seems weird to me. Why do we want the egg? I'd rather get something threatening going. Yeah, I'm gonna go maybe egg so we can get skewer down. Well, we already have food. Well, like, why are we like racing to food? I don't understand why it matters that it's food. I mean, drawing, okay, then say it draws a card, but people saying it's food, like, yeah, who cares? And now I'm down with, let's see, how does this work even? Oh, 6 to creatures. All right, we're gonna egg and skewer here. Maybe we could also broom and skewer next turn. Let's see what we draw. All right, with that, we're going to go ahead and broom, because next turn we can skewer and equip. Yeah, I should have figured out what I was going to do before I did it. You're right. No, we don't have a Forever Young either. I don't think I changed my play, though. I think it's a suboptimal, but maybe Punt's a little extreme for following through on the sequence I planned for. Yeah, we don't have we can get stuff back with Once and Future, but it's always nice to have a Didn't Say or a Forever Young in these types of matchups. Interesting they're not attacking with a Brute at all. We could force block the Brute, but with the nature of run away together, I actually am maybe more interested in forcing the Secret Keeper to block. Yeah, we could force both and kill them both. Good call. Let's just do that, huh? I guess we're also seeing the value of the skewer. Yeah, we get both food back. If they have the black trick, I say, wow, what an interesting combination of cards you're choosing to play, Oppo, but you got us. Did Secret Keeper deal combat damage? I mean, it might have graphically shown it as dealing 0, but I mean, it didn't literally deal any combat damage from a rules standpoint. We got 2 foods because we damaged 2 creatures. Banner. Yes, we get to banner and once in future. But let's not have it work us over. See what they can come up with on defense here. Sure. Yeah, well, we're definitely going to get something. Let's figure it out together. All right. Insatiable Appetite. Is there anything that we can get that removes the Witch? Because then Insatiable Appetite just wins. Not really. So yeah, we'll just do Tree Folk and Giant. Just the big stuff. Broom is fine. I'm just going big here, though. I think we got him up against the ropes. They've got a almost forced block here. Yeah, Witchstalker has Trample. That's a reasonable call as well. Yeah, those of you who want the Broom to go super wide, that's fair, I guess. I just like... We get huge here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This would be a 9, so we can do 3 and here. We can't... I guess we just do the adventure side of this. Or am I being too cute? We can just get big. Heck, we could do Beanstalk Giant, play Beanstalk Giant. So, actually, I'm gonna, oh yeah, we can use Castle. My goodness. I think we go like this. Get more of this. And then, sure, let's... I'm going to... That's pretty sweet. Now, I could have attacked first, but I was trying to do it... I had the rope, and I understood what I was doing and wanted to execute while I was doing it. And also, Oppo knows exactly what we had in hand anyway, so it's not like that was hidden information. Flavor win here. The witch getting baked in her oven. Gretel must be around somewhere. Oh, it's already over, Buckeye. We went 2 and 3 with our first deck today. We're drafting again here before we bring Jay on for some constructed. More witch. We were Mill, and I think we played Mill at least once, but they actually they disconnected, and we won from disconnect. So it's still present, still around. Do that. Well, they could have. Let's see. They might have like a counter here or something, but we're gonna try. All right, they're done. It's gotten faster, Sir Gajo. I've seen some. We've run some reasonable aggro decks. Aggro has definitely made a comeback question mark with the bot updates. I'll run it back. There's some changes that some people wanted to make, but I'm going to run it back here and give it another try as is. Yeah, we got pretty deep into our deck for no hunters on the old 4X hunter deck. There we go. That's more along the lines of what we're expecting. We're going to keep this. We need 1 mana, but then it unlocks everything. Skewer on 2, couple more shots to find a land. There's one, great. We're gonna work the hunter angle right now. Next turn, if we draw a land, we have some options. We can beanstalk into Broom or just drop the Witch Stalker. Or make a big hunter, I suppose, but I don't think we want to do that yet. Whoa. That is Problem Town. Trebuchet is now popping us for 3 a turn, folks. 3 a turn. No land. We can drop a banner, but then we don't do anything there. I think we need to suit up. 5/4 hunter. What are they going to do about that? They can block. Yeah, 5/4 hunter needs. They need to put Trebuchet or Torbran in the way. So, yeah, we could beanstalk ramp, but getting going on skewer right now may be correct because they don't have great blocks. They have to give up Trebuchet or Torbran if they're going to block a 5/4. Somewhat, maybe this is not what everybody here would do, but I'm going to go with the most aggressive thing I can find. We're already pretty wrecked. So I'm taking a high-risk line because we don't have much else to do. We're facing a serious combo here, folks. Yeah, I guess the crackback is bad. We do have this. I don't know. I think this is just serious trouble. I knew I was figuring they wouldn't block, but I also figure we need to attack. Waiting around to get just clocked by this trebuchet just doesn't seem valid. All right, well, instead we're just dead. I mean, are we literally just dead? Come on. Wow. This is the second time we've lost a Torbrand today. Fuzzbuzz. What? Those of you, like, I'm way more tilted than chat telling me that we, quote, need removal than losing to that deck. What's your point? Is your point to bring in this piece of crap? You think this would have helped us that game? This would have done nothing to us for us. That would have been the worst draw this game. Stop telling me we need removal and make it magically appear in my pool, okay? I mean, if you want to go hindsight on us, sure. I still think that pick was fine. It was pack 2, pick 1. I'm just going to run it back as is. Just a lot of brilliant hindsight players in chat right now is what I'm saying. Time out all of chat. No, I've ranted to my satisfaction there. I do have the microphone after all. Just skewering every game here. It's possible my Hunter line was just horribly wrong. I don't think we're beating that curve out, though. I'm not sure what the best line there was. Maybe I didn't find it, but open and draft more removal, not the most useful comment. Nah, it's all fine. Gosh, you guys give me an excuse to rant a bit. It's kind of cathartic. Dionysus, don't make me time you out. In fact, yeah, sorry, you're too late. You don't get to punt me when you don't even have an alternate play. Yeah, we were talking about you when you weren't here, Dionysus. Where's Dionysus? He could punt this, but not that. Come on. I'll go with the creature. We can wait on that skewer. 3 of our 6 swamps have shown up already. Not the best, but it's all right. Get Hunter going here. Probably just Tree Folk the Hunter next turn, and it can attack naturally through the Spider. See what they do, though. They drop us. You know, we could be setting ourselves up for a bacon to a pie if we put all of our eggs on the Hunter basket, but it does get us through, so... Reaper. I like dropping Banner and Swamp. I don't like dropping the Swamp if we don't draw another land. Wow, you really want to drop 2 lands? But, if we don't find one off the top, I'll be annoyed. Yeah, but then we can't play the Tree Folk. All right. I'll ditch 2 land, but I hope we draw one. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it does. That's why I kept it. It does do a power trick, but I don't love it, nonetheless. I'm gonna go ahead and look for a land here, though. No land, but hopefully closer to one. We can untap and do the Tree Folk trick no matter what, at least. Where's Hat? So now Spider and Skewer are actually where I let go. Could Witch Stalk, but actually let's Witch Stalker here. We can draw more cards. I could have played this after combat, but they're tapped out. Didn't really matter. Mike wanted to make the 5/5. I did make a 5/5. Well, I made a 5/4. And then we really get to put on some pressure next turn. Third Reaper would be insane. Although we still might win. So all of this Where's Hat is actually in support of Hat's argument that this card isn't the end-all be-all if it doesn't help your board, while Oppo, like me, is kind of crushing face. Let's see. Yeah, I'm just going to drop Keeper, and then they either let the Fierce Witch Stalker hit, or they lose their Spider. Hunter is human, yeah. And so is the pair. Tip of the hat to the hat. Sometimes you beat double Reaper. It means that data point represents Hat's argument. It doesn't decide anything, of course. I'm not even sure where Hat is these days on Reaper. Where do you have it? How it is the nth best black common. Fill in N, Hat. Where are you at on its ranking among black commons? We'll play at least one more here. Sometimes aggression can substitute for removal, it's true. Pretty long wait for this queue. What do you have above it? So you've got obviously Bacon to a Pie and Reeve Soul, right? What do you have above it, Carpe? Again with the skewer. Funny. We'll keep. Yeah, which was what I was thinking might be up there, depending on your perspective, depending on what you're doing with your deck. Do we want to drop the broom and threaten to trade it, or do we want to save the broom and threaten to make 1,000,000 of them? Because we could just drop the skewer and take 3. But I think with the hunter, I'm just going to not overthink the broom and treat it like a 2-1 here. And trade for the rider. I don't want to trade Hunter for the rider, so I want to trade something else for it. Another mirror here. Another rider. Another rider. That's a lot of riders. Well, we can offer a 1.5 for 1 and up with the Tree Folk. Or we can just Insatiable Appetite to kill 1 and then drop the Skewer. I think I like that. They'll try and trade. We'll use an Appetite. And, oh, they won't. All right. Yeah, they're just looking to race, I guess. I like our chances. We're making a lot of food. We're about to make some big blockers. Making it big certainly doesn't stop that. So we will let that happen and then maybe even eat some food here. Although we have other hunters to draw. But it is a way to use our mana here. Yeah, I'm going to do it because it uses our mana. And there's another hunter saying, hey, should have waited, but it's all right. I think we'll still be fine. And we're just going to play our big thing here. Hope they don't have another Bacon to a Pie. If they swing in with both here, it's a little worrisome. Although, if they can get us, if they can, if they have the combat trick, they should just eat the food and make it happen. I mean, you know, what are you doing? I guess we'll go Hunter. And I'm going to equip it so that it threatens to block. Leaves our appetite out, but it also, if we don't equip, it telegraphs the appetite. Well, they're far away from... They need 6 total... They need 5 mana before they can start tapping this. Unfortunately, we don't... This seems like they're going to trick us out here with an insatiable appetite or something of their own, but I don't think there's anything we can do but block. We have to block. I mean, I think they have something, but I don't know what to do. Well, that's all right. They still trade. We get double food. Unfortunately, we just need to play out the big tree folk, I think. We don't have time to wait for a creature. Unfortunately, also, they will find their land eventually and start tapping this down, so we need some more help. Yeah, eventually the wheel is going to be a problem. But we can start attacking... Ooh. Constructed, you say? We're going to tap it this turn, but then next turn we'll try and insatiable appetite it. All the land we could ever hope for. Yeah, the big problem is they have the food to send the rider in, but let's see. We have enough food to survive. So they can get in 8 by giving up the rider here. But then we should be able to do our thing next turn. I want them to... Here's the thing, because they might think... I'm just playing defensively. I should have thought in what attacks we could do. But the reason I want to put all in on here is they might just attack thinking that they're going to trade the troll. So now we gotta eat food. And yeah, so I was trying to be tricky, but they just didn't fall for it. And we can eat the rider, though, which I think we actually have to do here, so that we can threaten the tree folk trade next turn. I know. I don't know what to do, though. Maybe we'll find something for the wheel, like that removal in our sideboard. Yeah, I think we're just kind of dead, but I'm trying to stay alive in the meantime. Why don't you let me click? Wait, what am I doing wrong? Oh, decline. Okay, decline. That's fine. Yeah, skewer on goat would have definitely been better. Also be better to not draw land. I've definitely botched how I've played this, but we can at least tap down the Clack Bridge now. So I guess we're going on the offensive. I know, Ziv, but deck building is hard. A lot of I told you so's around these parts today. And nothing else to do. Might as well throw this on a goat. Yeah, the 9 lands is not helping, that's for sure. Well, the plays are part of the problem. There's a lot of things working against us here. It's the bottom line. Oh my god. More food. Dionysus is probably still timed out and is just going crazy because he has a legit punt and can't type it in. I'll save the food. We can eat it any time if we think it's going to be useful. All right. I'm not sandbagging a land. Maybe that I should keep a land. It at least makes him worry a little bit. And 4, 5, 6. We can't eat both food, and I'm just gonna leave the skewer. We're gonna sack the. Hey Jay, that blink is that blingy noise is Jay saying he's ready anytime. If we equip, yeah, I guess we equip and we can still sack the goat and still eat one of our foods. I'm going to wait on eating in case we draw a hunter and decide we need to draw a card. We're squaring off against a lot of good decks today. Justice catching up with us here on this Friday after romping all week long. Right, well, yeah. Egg. That's not very useful. Now we're gonna skewer. Are we just dead? Hold on. Let me think it through. So we have a 6, 7, 8 mana, 3 food. We can only eat twice. We can eat twice and get to 9. Does it even matter how deep we are? Well, if we let the troll attack, which we can't really do though, so yeah, I gotta move it and do some eating. Sack the pair, yep. Are you just curious? Well, we are 21. We have 21 in library. That's how flooded we are. Well, that is game breaking. Let's see, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. We can eat 9, 10, 11, 12. So we need to sack the tree folk, and now that's basically GG. I don't see how we can possibly recover from this. Oh, we have that nice card at least, but Oppo looks to have the superior green-black deck here. And that's just not going to get it done. No way, no how. All right. Little more humility for me today than we've experienced this week. We do have one more loss to give, but I think I'm going to go ahead and play that one off air. That one, I say. I'm going to play the next 5 games off air. And I'm going to take a little break, and we're going to have Jay Schneider on and do some constructed stuff coming up. So I'm going to say thank you to YouTubers. This one was, I don't know, could be a little better, but I'll let you know how it goes on Monday. And yeah, fine to be humbled a little bit. It's all right. We've had a fantastic week. Nothing's going to change that. And really got to keep long term. I continue to be about a 63% win rate player, playing a little bit over my head today or this week. So, yes.